Hello, my name is Jenna Dykman and I work for Extension at Utah State University. And joining me is...
Hi, I'm Billy. I am a nutrition dietetics student at Utah State University.
All right, so today we are going to show you 2 ways to cook asparagus. But before we start, we need to talk a little bit about how we prep these asparagus. And Billy, she already washed our asparagus. But when we're using asparagus, we have 2 ends. We've got the tough end down here that we really don't want to eat, and we've got the tender end up here close to that spear. And you can cut the tough end off, but you can also just bend the asparagus, and wherever it breaks, you know that this is the tough end and this is the end that we want to eat or prepare to cook. And we've already prepped a lot of these asparagus. So we've got them broken off and we've got the tender pieces right here. All right, so I'm gonna grab some of these and I am going to show you how to prepare asparagus in the microwave. And this is a really great option if maybe you're just cooking for yourself or 1 or 2 people. You don't want to cook a lot all at once. You want just enough for maybe a side dish. But we're gonna lay these asparagus out in just a single layer on a microwave safe dish. And then I have gotten a paper towel wet. It's damp, so you don't want any water dripping off the paper towel. You just want it damp. And then you're just gonna make it big enough so it covers the asparagus. So let's do that now. And the idea is that this paper towel covering the asparagus is going to steam these asparagus in the microwave. So I'm going to take this and put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes. Okay. All right, we have finished cooking our asparagus in the microwave. Let's see what they look like. So these only actually cooked in the microwave for about 2 minutes. I don't have as much asparagus, and as you can see, these asparagus are pretty small. So how long you cook it for depends on the size of the asparagus, your taste preference, if you like the asparagus crispy, a little crispier versus softer. But a good starting point is about 2 to 3 minutes. And as you'll notice, if I grab a non-cooked asparagus, you can see that the cooked asparagus just are a little bit brighter green color, and that's a sign too that they're starting to cook or that they've cooked to a good consistency. And another method of cooking asparagus is grilling. Can you show us, Billy, how to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. So first we're going to start with our prepped and washed asparagus. So we're going to take some of this. And you can do this on a baking sheet, in a bowl, whatever you have available. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to just drizzle it with some olive oil. So this is just getting them nice and coated so we can get some beautiful browning on them. And then we're just going to season them to taste. So we're going to do a little bit of salt and some pepper. Okay, and then we're just going to coat these to get them mixed up so the olive oil is nice and evenly distributed. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. We've got our seasonings mixed in there. So today we're going to be using a tabletop grill. You can also do this on a grill outside. You just want to make sure that it's heated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So now that these are nice and coated, we're going to just place them on the grill. We've been doing some other cooking demos, so that's why it's a little bit oily, but it should be just fine. Okay, so we're going to lay these out horizontally across the grates so they get some beautiful browning. We want to do an even single layer across. Okay, now we got a nice layer across. So this grill, it grills on both sides at the same time, so we don't have to worry about flipping. One thing to keep in mind if you're using a grill outside is just make sure you flip the asparagus halfway through the cooking process. So we're just gonna close this up and let it cook. Okay, so it's been about 4 minutes and we're going to check our asparagus. It's looking beautiful and bright green. So we're gonna just compare these to the microwave. Look at that. And cooking time will vary depending on the size and the amount that you're cooking. Like I mentioned, ours have been cooking for about 4 minutes and they look about perfect, nice and tender.
Great, should we give these a try?
Yeah.
All right, so I do have a little balsamic reduction that we can just drizzle over them. If you want a little extra flavor, you can add some seasonings after they cook or before. If you have a little extra time in the kitchen before dinner needs to be ready, you can, if you're grilling the asparagus, you can prep the asparagus and actually put them into a bag and shake them up with the olive oil, the seasonings, maybe add some of this reduction in there and let it marinate for 20 to 30 minutes. And that might give it a little extra flavor when you cook your asparagus. But if you don't have that time, grilling it or seasoning it and then grilling it is a really good option too. So let's give these asparagus a try. Should we try the microwave ones and the grilled ones and compare them?
Let's do it.
Okay, go for it. All right, let's see the microwave ones.
That sauce is really good.
Yeah, they're soft. They're nice and tender, which is what you're looking for in a cooked asparagus. And that only took 2 minutes, which is even better. Let's try the grilled asparagus.
Yeah. That's really good.
I love how the grilling brings out that oil flavor and the charred spears with that little crunchy texture tastes really good.
Yeah, they were cooked perfectly.
So now you know 2 ways to cook asparagus, and hopefully you can try this the next time you buy asparagus.